Hello, this is Michael, atheist and alcoholic. I am attending 90 AA meetings in 90 days. Nothing discussed in these videos will ever undermine the anonymity of AA. Meeting 85, and I fucking did it to myself again. I don't know why he does that. I'm not restarting this fucking video. So I did it to myself again. I could have made today more difficult and made a secular meeting. I instead went with just gonna keep fucking going. I went with a more convenient time for a traditional meeting, and Jesus Christ, so for like the 5 of my friends who have actually watched most or all of these videos, I imagine that listening to me read chapter 4, we agnostics, was fairly painful, even though it was spread out over multiple videos. Today during the meeting, it was a big book study meeting, which I thought would be cool, but somebody read an entire story from the back. It was long. I mean, it was like most of the meeting, and even the host commented and joked about it after the fact. I guess most of them aren't that long, um, but some takeaways. So one, it was worthwhile because I can make a correction. I had said in another video previously that if you were a black guy or woman in the 1930s when, AA was initiated, like, I guess you're fucked. Like, I didn't know. But in the big book, the story that was read today was Jim's story about a black guy and how he started an AA group. And segregation was until the 60s, so it ended up being a AA group for black individuals. But he mentioned how people helped him get started and how the community was welcoming and pretty progressive for the 1930s. Like, read within a historical context, that was a very progressive move and worth giving 100% worth giving AA credit for that. However, the story was it was just a diatribe of all the shit that went wrong. And if you are an alcoholic, hearing somebody else's drinking history is always interesting. Like, hearing where they fucked up and the overlap. It's always interesting to hear that story, but the portion regarding getting sober, finally, after all of his trials and tribulations leading up to that, and what he did was like a half a paragraph, like a couple sentences, like, and I got sober and the rest is good, yay. Like, I mean, there was no fucking nuts and bolts to it. No. Like, what. I should have done a secular meeting, because whenever I go to one of these meetings, I do end up repeating myself over and over again. Basically, the summary of it is find God and keep coming back, which is fine if you're religious, but if you're not, like, there was nothing worthwhile. Like, I was hoping it was going to get to something, but for me, at the end of that story, there was no practical takeaways. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for tonight. Only a couple more left, so I'm really going to make it a point to attend secular meetings for the last few so that I have something more positive to talk about. So thank you. We'll see you guys here again tomorrow.